everybody. Welcome back to the stream, guys. I hope that is not super loud in the background. I am going to turn it down a little bit because it's pretty loud. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a great time tonight. Now it's really quiet. Coming to you with a quick little stream. Oh, got my green screen here. Scoot that over. There we go. Anyway, got a quick little stream here for you guys tonight. I've been wanting to make this video for a while, and I just really wanted to kind of answer, I feel like, a lot of questions that aren't really properly discussed or kind of like talked about either in the game, or I really haven't seen a lot of it online. I do follow a couple people who make Pocket content, so I'm going to try my best not to rehash a lot of the things that they've already talked about or that you've seen elsewhere. Again, this is kind of maybe a rehash of some things for you guys. I'll have a little bit of sprinkling of my own opinion in there, obviously. And maybe we'll even get a game in or so here. So we have a possible snow day tomorrow for the area. So I really wanted to make sure I could get something out tonight because I'm really trying to commit back to streaming in 2025. So without further ado, guys, I also just downloaded this app to my computer. So I hope I hope it works how we need it to here. But basically, I can't really make the screen any bigger than it is right now. Which is fine. I think it'll be okay. You guys should be able to kind of see what I'm talking about here. But I kind of have about 10 or so tips and tricks just for the game. And so we're going to kind of approach this in what I think is a logical format. So we're going to start at the bottom of the screen where you can see those 5 icons there. And we're just going to go through those real quick. So this is actually the booster pack screen. If you have available, stamina to pull boosters, then you've got packs ready. Then it will take you to this screen right away. So we're going to go to the home screen here. That's the bottom left icon. So this is the home screen. Current 2 sets available there. Your middle level and name at the top. All that good stuff. So talking about these things. So when you first start the game, your first pack does matter if that matters to you. So depending on which pack you open, you're going to get a specific deck. I'm not going to go into detail about that. You can look that up online. But basically that kind of will get you kickstarted off. There are some that are stronger kind of off bat for new players that are going to kind of give you a better shot. The reality is that you're going to find all sorts of games. And by that, I mean like levels of competition and, people that are like taking it seriously or playing the meta, those kind of things. I'm going to tilt my camera here. Oop, not that way. No, my wife about to kill me. So things like that, there are just some that are kind of a little better once you start getting it. So these are the 2 packs. You can pick which one you want to open. You guys see kind of in the middle of the screen. You probably can't. It's really small, but I've got 2 packs available. One from my regular stamina. That fills up. I get a booster pack every 12 hours. Or I also pay for the premium pass. So the premium pass, is it worth it? Maybe. It really depends. It definitely helps you kind of fill out your collection much quicker. You're getting more dust, you're getting more cracks at cards. The thing it doesn't help you with is like opening 10 packs at a time, which we'll talk about that later. But when the new expansion came out, the mini expansion, I guess they call it, or the mini set, it did help kind of catch up. One of my other friends pointed out for him that he felt it was extremely helpful because it helped him really crank out those other cards, that had just dropped, kind of. Speaking of the sets, Genetic Apex has about 266, I think, and then the Mythical Island has like right around 60 cards. Then the next set that's going to be coming out will have probably a Genetic Apex size again. It's a full true expansion, if you will. So the premium pass, is it worth it? Yes and no. I don't think it's absolutely necessary at all. There are some cool things that you kind of get access to with the premium pass. We're going to hop in the shop here for 1 second and we'll come back. But there are certain things that you can only get with the premium pass. So right now you get this Pikachu card, you get these Charizard coins and these Pikachu stuff. There's other stuff as well that's been in the past. So there are there are things that you will have locked off. If you don't care about that, then you probably don't need it. If you just want to open your 2 packs per day, and enjoy kind of that slow burn collecting, like that is totally fine. The game 100% supports that. We'll kind of go into that as later. Well, kind of how I feel they apply or appeal rather to the collector side of the game. So I'm really hoping that my audio is okay here, guys. Like on my screen, it looks like it's very quiet. The Pokemon game is. I do want some music playing in the background, but I hope it's not overpowering me. So, but hey, again, it wouldn't be a Drubius stream without some kind of crazy audio things happening. So yeah, Premium Pass. It's I think it definitely has a role, and I think it's fine, honestly. The game itself is played extremely similarly to the trading card game that has been around since the 90s. I'm sure many of you are familiar with it. If you found your way to this video, you've dug deep because the algorithm is not not pushing this to the front of your feed. So, welcome to the channel. Like and subscribe. Secondly, the game is very similar. Basically, it plays at a much quicker pace. So think of instead of having to draw energy and play them, you have a pool of energy each turn, depending on which energy you have in your deck, you will generate one and you get to see the next one that's coming up. So there is a chance that you do get mana flooded or, hosed, energy hosed, or whatever, however you want to say it. You could, if you've got a fire water deck, you might just generate water energy for the first 4 or 5 turns, and all you draw are your fire Pokemon. There are some things you can kind of mitigate that with, but you really start kind of shutting off options when it comes to deck building when you are kind of still relying on the RNG, and not because it's a bad system. I actually really enjoy it. I think it keeps the game moving. But number one, it kind of makes monocolored decks the default option, which they probably should be, but I think it kind of really lends them like a lot more power because their power is consistency. And when you only have 20 cards in your deck, consistency is how you win the game. Like literally the game is basically thin your deck simulator. Almost every deck is going to auto include cards that thin your deck, and even, decks that your 4 slots are always going to be dedicated to 2 Pokeballs, 2 Professor Oak. Like, that's it. So I guess your deck is really only 16 cards because you have to have those 4. So it's different rules, but I like the system. I enjoy the energy. However, I do not like the fact that you can just be absolutely hosed by drawing the wrong energy multiple turns in a game. Like I said, there are ways to mitigate that and kind of like swap that up and stuff. But it can just feel real bad when you've got a bunch of fire guys out there and all you have is water type in your hand, water type energy, and you're just attaching it. I guess I can retreat with it. But anyway, so yeah, the rules are different. Only 20 cards per deck, only 2 copies per each card. Then all the other kind of rules apply, right? So you can only play 1 supporter on your turn. There's only 3 prizes, so the games do move faster. EX Pokemon are still worth 2 on a knockout. So that's kind of something to consider too. And then the energy is different. So very similar, but also pretty different in terms of how you build your decks and how the game actually plays. The next thing are the Chansey picks. So the Chansey picks are actually happening right now, which I'm glad I get to show you guys this. So the Chansey picks, you guys will see there's a little envelope in the top right corner. That's kind of your news section there. So this is where they're going to tell you stuff that's happening in the game. So we just had this Wonder Pick event part 1 drop. And it's Charmander and Squirtle, and they are promo arts, essentially, of cards that are already in the game. So you go to Wonder Pick here, you should have a bonus pick, so you guys see that I have a bonus pick available. The bonus picks happen for, this one's got 43 minutes left on it, and then when my friends reset, you guys probably can't see that it's way small, but in 3 hours and 43 minutes, I'll get another bonus pick that'll pop up, I believe, or maybe a Chansey pick. Bonus picks are always free. You got a shot at a card, you got a shot at 2 Wonder Pick boosters, and then 2 of the green shop tickets, which we'll get to those. So we're just going to always pick bottom right. Boom, got a shop ticket. Love to see that. So yeah, they're always free. The Chansey picks are always going to have a combination of this Squirtle card or the featured Charmander card, either 2 of one, 3 of the other, 1 of one, 4 of the other, and so you always have a shot to get the card. So for instance, I've already gotten both of them. Wonder Picks, I'm not going to really go into it. It's, you know, basically just try and complete your collection. One thing that I kind of look for is in the bottom right corner of the card art of your friend's pack, there is a, you know, actually, I'm going to do, it's okay, now I can't hear it. I hope you guys can still hear it. But one of the things that you can do is the bottom left corner for a Wonder Pick of your friend's card art, there will be a little Pokeball symbol if you already own that card. So look for cards that you don't already have. So I'm just going to scroll through here real quick. Don't see anything that I don't have or like want an extra copy of, you know, no full arts really or anything. Look, I always check the expired picks as well just to be doubly sure. So that one has like a Blastoise EX in it, but I already have that, so we're good there. Yeah, I don't really see anything, so we're going to save our Wonder Pick stamina for later. The next thing that I do want to talk about is the shop. So the shop is going to be the bottom right soft button. You have a daily, always get a daily. It's like a shop ticket. It's a shop ticket, these Wonder Pick things, and Shine Dust, I think, is the last thing. I don't remember, to be honest with you. I just clicked through it so fast. They're super easy. The 3 quests they're basically nothing. Yeah, that's all Mythical Island. Here's daily. Okay, here we go. Oh, you can't even see them anymore. Just kidding. So, you know, it's like log in for the day, open a booster pack using stamina, play a game. Basically, if you open 2 packs and log in, you're going to get your daily shop thing. So nothing really big there on the daily. Scrolling down, you see we've got these booster pack hourglasses. Those are what I always spend all my shop tickets on. You see these special shop tickets. We'll talk more about that in a moment. And then down here, we currently have like a current shop ticket background, these genetic apex covers for your binders, and then down here at the bottom of the shop, for you, if you are brand new, or even if you're not brand new, you just want to bling out your cards, these are the base supporter cards that you absolutely will want to buy 2 copies of each one as soon as possible. The first thing you spend your shop tickets on should be to buy a play set, which is 2 cards of each of these. Do people really play Handscope and Pokedex? No, but buy them anyway because maybe they'll be changed, maybe they will get good, maybe there will be a card one day that says when you look at this card at the top of your deck, put it into your hand or put it into play or whatever. Who knows? But go ahead and just pick them up now. I don't think they'll ever leave. They might though, you know, who knows? But that's where I would definitely start. So shop page, you know, main page, scroll all the way to the bottom, buy those first. Moving on to the emblems page. So this is going to be where as you complete quests or missions for the different sets, you get to turn them in to get these emblems. So you guys see I've got them. This is your special shop. So the special requires those tickets that we saw earlier back here on the main page. They require 300 shop tickets. Or if you really want to get something from the special shop, because I'm a sucker for things like that. You guys can see I've already gotten the coin and I've gotten the sleeves, and how I did that was I definitely did not spend 300 shop tickets on one special ticket. What I did was I went to my collection, I searched for my full art. I think it's these 2 stars. Nope, it's not those 2 stars. It is. Is it the 1 stars? It might be the 1 stars. 1 stars? Yes, these 1 stars, you guys can see here. Let's find one that we've got a lot of. So lots of 3s. Okay, here's a 5 Salandit. I got 5 Salandit. So I can obtain Flare. And you guys can see that I can actually trade this Salandit for one of the super shop tokens. It cost me 500 Shine Dust and 1 copy of Salandit. So I've got 5 Salandits. You only ever need 2. There will be trading, but there isn't yet. So let's go ahead and I'll be cracking these packs at least until the new set comes out. So I'm going to trade in my full art Salandit. I'm going to get one of these super shop tokens, and then I can use those to bling out your deck. Again, absolutely not required. There's no reason that you have to do that or need to do that, but if you want to, that is an option for you to get super shop tokens without having to spend 300 tickets on it, because you really want to spend your tickets after you buy all the trainer cards. The next thing you want to spend your tickets on are these pack hourglasses. As you know, as many as you can buy at a time. You can only buy 10 each time. So this is a 6-pack. This is a 1-pack. You know, so you guys want to spend. That's what you want to spend first. The trainers, then the hourglasses, then cosmetics if you like. You know, you don't have to. The last one is other. Currently, no items available. We do get a ticket when you first open the game. It's like an advanced ticket, I think it's called, maybe, or something like that. Perhaps it'll be there one day. Still in the shop, we're now going to go to limited time and events. Oh, one more thing I want to point out. You guys can see that the tickets there require these shop tickets. It says obtainable by completing event missions or from step up battles used to exchange for accessories or items at the shop. The emblems require these: emblem ticket mythical island, emblem ticket genetic apex. So each set kind of has its own. Obviously, genetic apex, much bigger set, a lot more quests and stuff. The special, obviously, the special shop ticket. Oh, it says right there, consume high rarity cards in my cards. So where you can get that. Then if you go to limited time events, we're still in the shop. So currently we have the green ticket event. You guys just saw me get one of these, and they're specifically for Blastoise. The Blastoise event deals with Gary and Blue. You get the shop tickets from completing the missions. They're very easy missions. Wonder pick one time. Get a Charmander, get a Squirtle, Wonder pick 2 times, Wonder pick 3 times, Wonder pick 4 times. It's very easy. If just by logging in and doing the missions, you should easily be able to collect all of these. Like right now, I can actually buy all of these, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Before I forget, you guys see they've got a time limit on them, right? 19 days, plenty of time to get the tickets. The events have only been going for one day, and I just bought all 3. So not a difficult way to get tickets for the shop events, which I like. I enjoy that they're not making the bar super crazy. I really appreciate that. Premium, again, we've already looked at this a little bit. Your premium tickets by completing premium missions, right? So there are several currencies, but there really aren't. There's the main shop tickets. There's the ones that you kind of upgrade to. Again, not even necessary. Then you got the event tickets and the premium tickets, and then you can always buy gold or spend gold on stuff as well if you want to. So that's the shop. There's a lot kind of there to digest and get into, but that's kind of the gist of it. When it comes to your friends, so the first icon on the bottom left is your home. This is your collection. This is your social hub. So right now there is no trade. Coming soon, it says. Sure. But you guys can see that we've got friends, and then we also have community showcases. The community showcase on the top is just from all over, and they're usually pretty high likes. Oh, that was a pretty low one. 26. Get it, my guy. 47. Nice. So it seems to trend towards the new backgrounds to show up there. Like all of these are the blue one. But then down here, you guys can see I've got all of my friends' showcases. So really cool down here. And what I recommend is just once per day when you log in, just scroll through here, tap this, and like your friends' showcases, because what this does is this gives them a shop ticket for every like that they get. So you are giving away free shop tickets just by logging in and playing in. My man, Great Scott, shout out to you. First like on your, what is this, an Eevee? My guy. I love it. I love it. Very cool. So yeah, so I always go through at least once a day. They might refresh more. I might be missing out on some people, and I'm sorry if you are that person that I have shafted. But at least once a day, I always go through and like all of my friends' showcases under Community Showcase. Okay, last tab that we're going to get into here before we dive into a little bit more stuff. Is the battle tab. So one of the great things about Pokemon Pocket is that, well, I think it's one of the great things. It has its pros and cons, as everything does, I guess. Okay, I'll start over. So with Pokemon Pocket, there is versus play and there is solo play. There is no ranked mode. There's no ladder mode. There's no way even to keep up with your win-loss record. You can see how many you've won, you can see how many points you've scored, but you cannot see, as far as I know, how many losses that you have suffered, which I'm glad for, because there have been plenty of games where it's turn 2 or 3, I have 1 basic, I have 2 energy on it, they've already hit me for 40 to 80 damage, I haven't drawn a Pokeball, I've drawn none of my thin cards, and I just concede and just go to the next game because the games aren't very long anyway, you might as well just move on. So with my versus event, so there is an event right now, it says ending soon, but you can do a private match or you can do a random match, or you can click on at something special happening, you can click on here to this event match. So the event match right now is a wins completion. So you want to get 45 wins to get the best, not best, to get the top icon, right? So it's got the gold mega crown basically. And then there's another event that also happens with PvP, and it is get 5 wins in a row. What I will tell you is that these 45 wins that I got from this event, I played most of them with a deck that actually had no EXs in it at all. It's the Golem Dredagon deck. I really enjoy piloting. I know a lot of people do not like it. I think it's very difficult to play, but I do really enjoy it. So the 45 wins, if you get on and play, 4 or 5 games per day and win the majority of the, more than 50% of the ones you play, I think in no time you will get to at least the second one. You might not get all the way to 45, but I mean, this event has been going on for a long time, It's about to come to an end, but it's been going on for a while, and it's not difficult, I think, as long as you are at least building a deck with some kind of synergy and, a deck that works. It's not completely trash and busted, essentially. So yeah. The other event, however, is really very, I'd recommend just playing whatever the strongest deck you have is, whether it's Mewtwo, Pikachu, Gyarados EX, whatever is your strongest, most consistent deck. Celebi would be up there right now, probably. Any of those decks, I think, are what you want to go for with those 5 wins, because it is so difficult to get that 5th win. I cannot tell you on the first one how many times I was stuck on 4 wins and could not get to the 5th win. So yeah, definitely take advantage of those events. They're going to give you the cool emblems, and I'll show you guys where those are. But it's just a cool thing, and I like that there's no ladder. Which, on the one hand, is if you're trying to play a fun deck, sometimes you're going to get matched against a top deck. That's just how it goes. Sometimes you're going to get matched against someone else's fun deck. You know what I mean? It could go really either way. And if you really hate playing against meta decks all the time, find a friend, and you guys can play private games together. For a while, there was this game floating around. You could go to type in the password, and it was like no EX or something like that. So that's going to stay away from the meta, because the bottom line is the EX Pokemon are very powerful. They get a lot of HP and they hit very hard. They are worth 2 prizes, but they're tough to kill typically as well. The other kind of event is solo, and I want to dive a little bit into the solo events a little bit more than the PvP. So normally you've got these 4 as you kind of move, step up, expert battle, right? So you kind of move down the line and they get harder and harder. At the top will be whatever event is currently happening. Right now it's a Blastoise drop event. And something I want to show you guys here with these events is I can bring it up here. So there's a bunch of quests, right? The thing about these, so you start with beginner, then intermediate, then advanced, then expert. That's the highest tier 1. You guys can see in the top right, I've got full stamina, and this is going to cost me 1 to be able to play this. So I'm going to click on Blastoise. I've got my Pikachu meta deck there. I'm going to click on this little button in the bottom right that says Auto, and I'm going to click Battle. So that's going to cost me a stamina to start the battle. However, one thing that they don't tell you, or maybe they do, again, I don't know. One thing that I have realized or have noticed just from playing is that if you concede or leave, if you stop playing the game, and concede to the computer, it does not cost you a stamina. So there's no reason to not just go ahead and play on auto. Okay, good. You only got 1 heads off as Misty. Because if you're getting creamed, you just back out, start again with the auto. So what I'll do is I'll let this run. I'll watch a TV show with WifeBot. I'll play another game on my computer. I'll do something else while this kind of runs in the background and spends my energy. So, I mean, I can't argue with that. Like, I built a pretty solid deck. It's not doing great right now. We haven't drawn any of our thin cards. Okay, there's a Voltorb at least. Now we can do a little bit of damage. So, it's pretty cool. So I'm going to show you guys here. So we saw we had full stamina. This game isn't going super well. I'm just going to concede. He's about to have his Blastoise probably. Defeat. And, however, if you look in the top right, still have full stamina for the event. The reason that you always want to do expert, even if you're losing, the reason you always want to do expert is because you always get a pack. And that is what you're trying to get with these events, is these event packs. You have a chance to get a pack on the first 3, and it might be easier, but on expert, if you win, you will get a pack. And the pull rates on these things, the Venusaur one took me ages and ages. I was so upset because Venusaur is one of my favorite Pokemons, and I could not get it. So that is kind of my overview of tips and tricks about just actually playing the game, kind of where to get started, how to best spend your currencies, and kind of where to spend your time when you're first starting out in the game. You just want to open as many packs as you can, spend all those hourglasses, really try and get a deck with your wonder picks. You want to fill your holes as best you can. Yeah, when you're first starting out, everything's awesome. Any pack is going to be exciting. Super fun stuff. Speaking of packs, why don't we rip a couple on stream, and then we might throw together a quick deck and just play a couple hands so I can show you guys, number one, deck building, what that looks like, and secondly, just kind of what the kind of stuff I like to play and what I like to do in the game. So, all right. So here we go. We'll go ahead and rip a pack here. Yeah, let's go ahead and we're going to actually open a Genetic Apex because I'm only missing one card from the set, and it is regular Pikachu EX, which is that card right there. that is this is the card I do not have yet. It's the only one I don't have. I have all of those, every single one of the other ones, but I do not have the regular ones. So we've been cracking Pikachu packs for a while now, trying to get this last one. So you get the carousel here. Swipe through. Lots of different people have thoughts about this. Apparently, it doesn't matter. As soon as you click into the pack, it already has decided what you're going to get because someone saw a Wonder Pick pop up. They're sitting next to someone before they even selected which pack they were going to open. Person next to them saw that pack in their Wonder Pick. So obviously, there's no way to go back and test that, right? We can't be like, okay, never mind, I don't want to. I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to go back into it and get a different pack. So, the world may never know. All right, so we got nothing, 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 nothing. Ooh, nice. Okay. Pretty good card. Already got a couple of them, but trade baits down the line. Arcanine EX is a playable card in the Charizard deck, which has kind of fallen off. To be fair, I think that's just mainly due to the rise of water types. Very strong right now. But the Celebi deck is also very strong. If you guys are wondering why I'm spinning through this if it doesn't matter, is because sometimes the packs will be turned backwards like this, and those are always the ones that I open, because I'm superstitious like that, and maybe it'll be a good bunch of full arts or something. Nothing to write home about yet in this pack. Ooh, no whammies. All right, nothing. Terrible. Okay, so that's opening packs. Super easy. Nothing to it. So you guys can see now that I have no more stamina left. I do have 80 hourglasses right now, but I always save my hourglasses up to 120 so I can open 10 packs at a time, because you do get better hit rates if you open them. This bottom right here is the dust. When it comes to crafting, I strongly, strongly recommend you save it for big stuff that you just cannot pull, or you got to complete one more mission or something like that, because there are several Pokédex missions. It costs 500 dust to craft an EX Pokemon, which is so much dust. You get 5 dust per pack, so 100 packs. 100 packs will craft you one EX. Oh, and if you want something like a full art, bro, you're looking at 1250. Okay, sorry, full arts are 400. The EX, I don't know how to spotlight arts. I'm not sure how you call them. 1250. If you want one of the special full arts, the immersives, and these are cool. You click on them, you hold them down, and they kind of go into the picture, and like other stuff is kind of happening, like kind of as like a little scene. And if you want a gold, it's the full amount of dust, 2,500 pack dust, 2,500 pack dust, so much. All I need is a Pikachu EX. Still have not gotten one. So when trades are unlocking, I need one. Okay, real quick, guys, let's go ahead and dive into a little bit of deck building. So these are currently all the decks that I have right now. We'll go ahead and we will open up. We'll open up this deck. This is the deck that I've been playing the most of recently. It is a Golem deck focusing on this card right here. Guard press during your opponent's turn. This Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. He's beefy. He's got 160 HP. That matches most EX Pokemon, and he deals 120, which knocks out most stage 3s and a lot of EX Pokemon, especially Pikachu EX. Very good. You kind of use Druddigon to stall. He just does 10 damage back to them. Again, setting up this 120. If they hit Druddigon twice, now Golem is dealing 140, which does KO almost every Pokemon EX. Yeah, and then we've got Sneaky Hitmonlee here. He can reach out and deal 30 damage to a benched Pokemon, which is really strong because Magikarp is in the format right now. He only has 30 HP, and if he gets to Gyarados, you basically lose. So Hitmonlee is played, and then also running one copy of Marshadow, which is just a good setup for my Hitmonlee getting knocked out after maybe taking one of their Magikarps. Deals 100 damage back. If they have a Pikachu EX in the active, it deals 120, which is enough to knock it out. So Marshadow, niche, but playable. I think it has its uses. I think the way that you use that is really strong. So the deck revolves around Golem. So you can see here, I've got one potion in there, kind of help me keep alive. My 2 Pokeballs, my 2 Professor Oak. Again, just get a stapler and just staple those to your deck box because you will play them in every deck. And then Leaf helps my retreat cost. Brock helps me attach energy. Okay, so lots of synergies in the deck, right? We're using Hitmonlee to snipe their bench, maybe deal 30 to one of their EXs on the bench while we're setting up Golem on our bench. Druddigon is out there. You guys can see, obviously, he can't use any of the energy that's in this deck. It only has fighting energy. So he's literally just a wall. And he has 2 retreat costs, which is why we run Leaf to help us get him back out of the active spot. You know, a lot of times, if you're having trouble early, you have 2 out there, they Sabrina, you know, that can be really helpful. Only having 1 out there and they Sabrina is really sad. Not great. You send up your Marshadow, he gets killed or something like that. So that's that deck. This is a deck that I came up with, and I've been trying it. I've not had a ton of success with it yet. I've only really played a handful of games with it, but it kind of runs on the same kind of Druddigon, except this Druddigon hopefully can attack. And at the time, there actually was not a very good Vaporeon in the format, so we might maybe drop this blue here. So we're going to click Edit. Nope, that's Pokeball. We're going to click Edit. And I'm sorry, I know I'm looking down at my phone the whole time, but I don't have a way to like click on the game while I'm playing it. And I hope you guys can. I know you can't see it. So I'm going to drop one of the blues, and then I think I'm going to drop the potion, and I'm going to add 2 of the new Vaporeons because I think they are pretty sweet, and they let me move water energy around. Which is really nice because, again, if I'm stuck drawing, you know, if I don't have a lot of fire in here, obviously, you guys can see I've got, you know, more leaning into the Greninja and the Druddigon. So yeah, so this is my deck. I'm probably going to actually also cut this Sabrina just for another Giovanni, just because I'd rather. This is just a pretty straightforward deck. We're just kind of beaten down here. You know, we are the beatdown. We're trying to get things on our Pokemon quickly. So we're gonna throw a Giovanni in there, and then I think we should. Well, we don't really need Misty. She could be good with the Vaporeon, but I don't think we need her. So we're gonna leave this as is here. We're gonna try and run this back here real quick, guys. We're gonna play a game. So let's go ahead and dive in here. We're going to go into the event match because, you know what? Yeah, we'll go to the event match. Why not? Maybe we'll give someone their 45th win. So you can see I've got a ton of decks in here. I've got a lot of the meta decks. Something cool that I found out too is if you have the execute from the new set, he says when you attack with him, you take an energy from your energy zone and attach it, a leaf energy, and attach it to this Pokemon. Well, guess what? There's no leaf energy in this sous vide eggs deck, and it just grabs a leaf energy and just attaches it to him. And he only needs 1 when he evolves into his Executor. So after that, you can move him out of the active and put someone else in, which I think Starmie is the other guy running that deck. So we're gonna give this a shot here. We're gonna dive in to Pokemon Pocket using an original deck We're going to do our best here on the event ladder, if you will. Not ladder, even. I don't even think it matches you up with people, but. All right. Here we go. Opening hand. We got some basics. We got the Druddy. He doesn't know what we're playing. And we got the we got the Flareon and the Fire Energy. I love it, dude. All right, let's see what we got coming up here. Oh, we're playing against a fire deck. Okay. So, all right. So Vaporeon could be good here if we can get one. We'll see what we draw. It's so small, guys. I'm so sorry. I will try and figure out how to get it looking a little better. Okay, so we got the Froakie. Nothing really to write home about. We are going to... We got another Fire Energy coming up, so we're going to put this on him. And we're going to drop this, I think. And I think we're going to drop the other Druddy just to keep buying us some time. And we're going to end the turn. So we know we got another Fire Energy coming up. We can put that on our Eevee. We'll probably put it on Drudigon because he does need a colorless. So we're going to keep building up. He's going to throw a bunch of Fire Energy onto his Arcanine, possibly. I found that when it comes to grinding the 5 wins, coin flips you kind of want to stay away from. I mean, RNG is a thing. My RNG personally is terrible. So there's 1 fire, there's 2 fire, there's 2 out of 3 Fire Energy onto his Growlithe over there, which means he's close to being able to smack me. Seeing another Fire Energy generated. So we're not in trouble yet, but we are going to miss a turn of attacking, which is really unfortunate. This is kind of what I was talking about earlier. It's really hard to build a 2-color deck. Sometimes it just feels bad to play because you just don't get what you need. I also haven't drawn any Pokeballs or Professor Oaks, so I'm not thinning at all. We're kind of drawn. We're not kind of drawn. We are just in top deck mode here at the moment. Which just means that we're just drawing 1 card at a time. Hopefully it's something good. Probably has an Arcanine coming down here, I'm guessing. He's already used an Oak, but he could use an X-Speed to retreat out of that, knock out my Drudigon in 1 shot, which would be really sad. But he would also take back some damage in return, because Arcanine's attack deals damage back to him, and then Drudigon's Rough Skin also would deal damage back to him. Then we could throw our other Drudigon in there, and we won't even try and build him up if that's the case. We're just going to let him die and hopefully build up our Flareon to kind of hit back a little bit. Okay, so another Inferno Dance. Interesting. So he must not have the X speed then to get out of there. Because he already has plenty of energy on that Growlithe. Interesting. Okay, I mean, I guess he's got to do something. I personally would have attached to the Moltres and start threatening, that. Okay, finally got a Water Energy coming up here. We will put this on our... What does he need? We can actually put this. Let's go ahead and start building up our... We'll start building up our other... Yeah, we'll start building up Flareon here. Next turn, we'll throw the Water Energy on the Drudigon. Let's see what he does here. We might see the Energy Attach retreat into Arcanine, faint me. Okay, nope, here comes the Charmander, so we'll probably get another Inferno Storm, I'm guessing, to help start powering up that Charizard. Or Inferno Dance, excuse me. Flipping some coins. Let's see, all tails, baby, come on. All tails. All tails. Come on. Ugh, 2 out of 3 again. Yep, that totally makes sense. Okay, now we're getting some Water Energy here. So, we're going to go ahead and throw this on here. We are going to attack with Dragon Claw, and now we're going to start applying pressure, and we're going to make him do something. If I knock out this Moltres with him, still building up energy, he'll either have to evolve into Arcanine and send him up. Okay, there's Arcanine. Yep. And so, like I said, click on him here. He does 20 damage to himself, so he'll take 40 back, which is not going to be enough, unfortunately, for us to smack him and knock him out with Dragon Claw. We're not even close. Dragon Claw plus Giovanni. Nope. Yep, there's the leaf. Here comes... So, you can see that just us missing that 1 attack really, really hurt us, because now he's going to start punching us in the head repeatedly, unfortunately. Yep, we're just going to concede and get out of this one. No reason to stay. He's online basically. He drew all of his cards. We didn't see a single Professor Oak, so we're going to skip and we're going to go send a thanks and go to the next one. So, uh, yeah, that's that deck. Again, not great. I've only played it a time or two. This is a pretty fun. Okay, we'll do this. We'll do this one. We're also just gonna hop into a. Yeah, we'll keep playing the event match. Let's go. All right, so this is the execute Starmie list. Unfortunately, I only have one Executor EX, which I would much rather prefer to play with two of them because this really strong Pokemon can apply pressure very early. We're going first, which means he'll get first attack. This should not have plant energy, so we are out of here. That's my mistake. Sorry, bud. Enjoy the free win in the event. Congratulations. All right, let's go ahead and dive in here real quick to Dex. Let's go to Dex. Let's take a look at this one. This should not have any grass energy. I'm fairly certain that this works how I think it works. Okay, there we go. Again, let's go ahead and dive in here one more time. So, let's use level 26. I'm getting close to the end of the event now, so I'm guessing people are probably playing just better decks. Going first again, that's fine. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we got our Staryu, we got a Frogadier, we got Professor Oak. So we're going to go ahead and throw our Execute there. We're going to put our Staryu down as well. And just, yeah, we're going to try it. We're going first. He's got Celebi. Whoa, look out. Celebi, very powerful deck. Uses the power of Servine. Love that. Okay. All right, not off to a terrible start here. Yep, there's the Oak. Probably see it on curve stage 2 here. No. Okay, the only problem is that chances are pretty high that this guy is gonna die. 2-1. Let's see what we can do. See, that's my problem is that he dies so fast. Okay, let's go ahead and try and cheese down. Maybe some Misty. Awesome. That's how my Misties always go. All right, we're going to grab a grass energy, throw it on him, and hopefully he will survive this Celebi. He might not. If he doesn't, super unfortunate, but we'll see. Another Snivy. Please whiff. Please whiff. 2 whiffs. 2 whiffs. Let's go. Oh, that's a dead execute. Okay. Not the end of the world. I don't love it, but it's not the end of the world. We're okay still. Now we send up him, I believe, because we at least know we can get him going. There's my Executor. And now, unfortunately, with the way that this works, is basically I'm out of range. I can't really ever get him back up unless something crazy happens. So let's go ahead and do this. See if we can get... Okay, we got a Greninja, and we got the Staryu, another Staryu. So Greninja will need one more energy. He could faint me. Do we start trying to snipe his bench? I don't think so. I think we just want to evolve and hopefully keep smacking him. Next turn, we'll be able to deal 80 to him. Not the end of the world. Let's go. Again, like, this deck is not good. Just something fun. It was a cool idea that I wanted to try and see if it actually worked, and it does work. But the deck needs a lot of help. Number one, playing not this execute. Um, could have gone a lot differently if I'd gone second, and going second feels really strong in the game because you can attack on curve, basically, which is really good. Being able to attach and attack on the first turn of your turns is very strong, in my opinion. I do not like going first. This might be a go first type of deck. We could faint here again. If we do, we'll just leave, and we'll probably play one more. We'll go. So let's see. Get some tails love this time. That's another heads. And another heads. And another heads. So we're going to leave this game because we got no flips on our Misty, and he's gotten all heads so far. So cool beans. See you later, buddy. Maybe he didn't have my execute, but I'm sad that my execute died. Okay. Now we will play the deck that I really like, and that is the one I've been playing with the Golem. And I've had some bad matches with this one too. The game is just so swingy, so RNG based. Or you know what? We'll try this one. We'll do my dark deck. Maybe we'll run into a Mewtwo deck, and hopefully we don't run into a fighting deck. So far we've been beat up a little bit. That's okay. Like I said, the games go so quick. There's no reason to stick around in a losing game, in my opinion. Obviously, you do you. Whatever code of honor you have when it comes to playing. So what do we got here? We got a Tauros, and we got a Venipede. So we're gonna put the Venipede up, I think. And we'll throw the Tauros on the bench, and we'll start the battle. I didn't see if we were going first or not, so interesting. Bulbasaur with Celebi. Haven't seen that yet. Oh, we're going second. Perfect. Okay, so we can attack right off the bat, which is really nice. See, he's playing a basic Pokemon that has... I should have played my Pokeball first. That was a misplay. And I got the Whirlipede for the next turn. Let's go ahead and play the Pokeball. He's laughing at us. LOL. Another Venipede. Perfect. I'll drop that in there, and we will attack. First attack, I think. Well, besides my execute. Grabbing the leaf energy. Plant energy. Leaf, I think it's leaf. Yeah, leaf energy. Heyo. Okay, got the wheezing. So let's go ahead and get our Professor Oak going. Got another Scolipede. Love that. Let's get the Whirlipede out there. He's already ready to go, but we do want him to be powered up for next turn. So we're going to Poison Sting. Boom. I'll probably evolve him, which will undo the poison, but that's okay. We're still going to smack for 70 next turn. Evolution. Yep, there it is. Still can't attack. He can hit me for 60, which doesn't kill me. So what I could do is I could poison him again, hit him for 40, that brings him down to 100, and then next turn hit him for 120, or I hit him for 70, and then 70 again. I think that's what I do. No reason to, stick around in that one. So we'll start building up the Tauros here. We will go ahead and throw down the Scolipede, and we will go ahead and hit him for 70 damage. Probably has an Erica or Potion over there. That's the thing about these decks is they're extremely tanky. They never stop. Never stopping. Things get nasty. We will abort. Yep, there's a Potion. Yep. And he's going to hit me for 60. And then next turn we can hit me for what, 100? Which perfectly feints him. And what does this guy do? He does 120 altogether. So not bad. I can't quite feint him. So I think what we do is we put him down. I think we leaf here. And we retreat into the little guy. Give our Tauros another turn to set up. And hopefully feint this. But this does give him another turn to draw Erica. or another potion. So he's got at least 3 healing items left. I think that's actually all. He's going to feint him. Okay, no Erica. Perfect. So that means our Tauros will take him down next turn. He's feeling pretty confident, but we're doing a ton of damage. Tauros will still take him down because we're doing 120. Yes, we are. And then we can feint his Celebi the next turn. Oh, I forgot about the heal. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Man, and we haven't seen our Wheezing yet or anything. Okay, let's see what we got here. Man, another Koga, dude. 5 cards left in our deck. 2 of them are Coughings. Okay, so we got Tauros here. We're going to go ahead and throw this on him. Then I think we go ahead and Fighting Tackle. So unfortunate, man. I forgot that that Giant Bloom heals him, and he's going to feint me. He can Erica, Giant Bloom, survive. We might lose this one, which is fine if we do. This deck isn't exactly anything crazy. So we are going to take him down at least with the Scolipede. Unfortunately, our Scolipede is very close to death. That's another Wheezing. 2 out of my 4 cards remaining. Just absolutely incredible. All right. Venom Shock. Go ahead and go to the next turn. That's what I'm talking about with the RNG, man. It's so bad. It's super bad sometimes. But I got 2 points from that, so sure. We're in absolute serious trouble right now. Because he can feint me with 1 attack. Or he might get no damage too, but I think we've all seen how the coin flips have gone for me so far tonight. So we'll see. We'll play it out here. Maybe we'll get a couple whiffs. If not, if he gets 2 heads, it's game over anyway. So if he gets 1 heads, it's probably game over. Hey, there's a whiff. And there's another one. We live to fight another day. 1 more chance to draw a Coughing. Okay, Pokeball. Gosh. Means out of 5 cards, 3 of them were Coughing, basically. Love that. What do we do here? I guess we just smack. Still might lose. We'll see, though. I'm assuming that the Erica is coming down. The point of this deck is to get your Wheezing out, use the Gas Leak ability, use Koga to put him back in your hand. So now he's flipping 6 coins. Still could only get 1 heads, but I really doubt it. So yeah, this is really unfortunate we did not draw our Coughing until the very end of the game. I actually really like this deck too a lot, but sometimes this happens. It's just, even with, oh, there we go, good start. Yes. No! So close. All right, that's game. Goodbye. Yep. So we've played against, what, 3 Celebi decks in a row right now? Maybe it's time to swap it up. We'll play 1 more, and we will do a Fire deck. And now I'm going to play against a Water deck, so. Yeah, we'll try this one. The Blaine aggro deck. It might not be updated. It's been a while since I played it, honestly. But this is the deck that I believe I used to get my 5 wins on the other one, my 5 in a row wins. So we'll see what we're up against here. We're going second. All right, we got a Vulpix to start off with a Ninetales. Love that. We got the Pokeball. And we're playing against a plant deck, dude. Oh, man. Incredible. You love to see it. All right, so we paid off. We played into the meta. Hopefully, we'll get something good here. A Professor Oak would be just chef's kiss right now. He gets a Professor Oak. Then again, you saw it happen to me last game where 3 out of my last 5 cards were basically Coughing. I could not draw 1. Oh, plant and water. Interesting. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. So yeah, I've got the Ponyta, which is this is the wrong Ponyta if I remember. Couldn't throw that on there, and we'll growl. I mean tail whip. Sorry, excuse me. Ooh. Nope, can't attack. Looks like Wi-Fi texted me. She did. Okay, be the last game here. See, this guy's about to use an attack. Yeah, the growth spurt. It's tough. It's tough to. I don't know. I think it might be a trap ability. We'll see. All right, so now we can just hopefully keep flaming anything he sends up. Actually, we're going to. Yeah, we're gonna finish this off because if he has a execute EX in his hand, we're in a lot of trouble. So we're just gonna get rid of that. Let him send up the Poliwag. He might go to a Poliwhirl. If he does, we should be able to feint it with our Blink. So this should be game unless he draws another basic. Even if he evolves, we should still be able to beat him. We'll see. See if we get the win here. Oh, making me switch. Okay, we'll send in our other Vulpix. Unfortunately for you, my friend, I drew the X speed off top, so this is going to be game. He'll probably leave. Yep, concede. End on a win, baby. So yeah, you guys saw there. I played 3 games, I think. Took me about 20, almost 30 minutes. Maybe I played 4 games. I don't remember. But we won one. Not bad. We also played some pretty crummy decks there. We played maybe even 5 games. Yeah, but like I said, not a great. Oh, I just leveled up. Sure, we'll send him a friend request. Another cool thing too is if you are friends with people in other countries, you can get their wonder picks, and it will be in their language, which is really cool. I think. Oh, I did not level up. I'm very close. 10 experience points away from leveling up. So yeah, here's where you can set your name. Here's also where you can set your emblems. So these are all the ones that you get from events, and then these are all the ones from the shop up there. So yeah. So anyway, guys, that's Pokemon Pocket. I hope you guys liked this stream. I hope it was something that you enjoyed and that you liked to see. I hope that you guys learned something new. I hope that there was something that you didn't know before that you learned tonight. So I thank you guys all very much for dropping by the stream. Make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't already. And until the next time, y'all be easy.